I'm back again and making a card from very vanilla cardstock. Here it's an A2 card for you American girls, or for the rest of the world. It's 8 1/4 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches tall, scored in half at 4 1/8. Another piece of the same cardstock here, which was punched using the largest die in the dynamic steel dies set, called Stitched Rounded Rectangle, STA, whatever that means. So that's those dynamics, and it's roughly 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so we're going to work with, first we're going to cut another piece of cardstock out that measures with the cream again, 2 3/4 by 5 inches, and I'm using the Martha Stewart Punch Lattice Heart. That's it there. So I'm going to center it as best I can on here, so I want to mirror image it. So you'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay. The glare from this is hard to... Alright, so that's what we've got there. Now I want to turn it around, and I want to try and get that exact position. Yeah, it's a bit to the left, but you won't notice it once it's on there. Okay, and punch it again. Alright, so that's what we're left with there. Okay. Now, this piece here needs to be cut down to the height, because this is going to be a landscape card there, so it's got to be cut to the height of that there. So what I'm going to do is just position it centered roughly. Okay, that'll do. Looks a bit crooked to me, but alright, so if we just go maybe there and there. Grab a pencil and just mark it there, and then we're going to cut it with our craft knife. So I'm just going to line the center crevices of those hearts there, and try and get it, cut it straight. Okay, and that looks crooked. Whoa, that looks really crooked. Let's see. You're not going to notice it when we attach it. Okay, so there we go. That's done there. So that's going to sit on there. Okay, with dimensionals. Now that's done. What I'm going to do now is apply some dimensionals to the back of it. just on the solid areas there. Now I'm going to put this aside for later. So I'll just, now I need to stamp that. So I'm using a stamp sentiment that says wishing you happiness today and always, and it's from a creative expressions set called Beautiful Wishes. So we need to put this as close to the right as possible near those stitches, and I'm using a stamp positioning tool for this purpose. Now these stamps aren't the best, I must say. They're usually pretty good, but I've been having issues stamping this. It stamps dirty, like leaves marks. And you can see, I don't know whether you can see there or not, but it doesn't completely get on all the words. So then you've got to push down harder, but in doing so you get ink where you don't want it. Okay, let's see how we go with that one. So I'm not pushing down too hard, just firmly. I'm not moving it around, and that's done it pretty good, so I'm happy with that. It's not dirty at all. I'll show you, if I've got one here, how dirty it actually stamps. See, there's marks there. Awful. Anyway, we did that, so yay. Alright, so I'll just put that aside to dry. Now what we're going to do, well, I've already done, is punched out. Okay, let me clean this mess up here. I've punched out a set of rings from the, now, these are by who? Memory Box, and it's called Precious Wedding Rings. Gorgeous, and I'm using the smaller one. That's it there. Okay, so I've punched it out again using the cream card, the very vanilla cardstock. Now I'm going to take my Ranger Ink Essentials embossing pen, clear, and I'm going to grab my non-stick craft mat here. Now what I want to do is probably get my embossing pillow first. Okay, now I just want to cover the rings, but not the piece there that's sticking up, the diamond piece. Now it's I'm just not gonna have any luck by missing that little knob thing that comes down from like the string bit, so I'm just gonna include it. Now what you could do here, and I think I will, is try and cover the insides of those rings and on the outside edges as well, just so it sort of completes it. Okay, so that's all on there. Now I've got to be really quick and find what I've done with my gold embossing powder, because it's not in the drawer. Neither's the bit of paper. Okay, I'll be back when I find it. Alright, it was on my desk, I just couldn't see it. So what I'm going to do now is just dip that set of rings in the embossing powder there, so it's all coated. And Now I'm going to heat emboss that. Alright, they're done. Now, what I want to do now is take some glossy accents, I think, as a glue. Once that dries a little bit, just show you a close-up of those. Maybe on a bit of white paper. Okay. So now our diamond here, I'm going to take some glossy accents, as I said. Just using a fine liner bottle. Okay, because I don't want too much of it coming out. Just a little bit, okay. And then just over the bin here to my right, okay, let me get it up here. What I'm going to do is just grab some of the dry fine glitter stickles in the diamond and shake it over that glossy accents. You can maybe see there how glossy that is, shiny and sparkly. So that's all we're doing to that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that aside for now so we can put the rest of the card together. So we can now attach our punched heart piece here to the front. Maybe we shouldn't, maybe we should. Yep, I'm going to dimensionalize the upper layer as well, so I'm going to attach some 3D foam on it before I attach this, I think. So I'll just put this aside while, again, the homemade foam tape trick that I learnt from Happy Diane. So it's just basically foam that's got some score tape attached to both sides. Okay, so just removing the tape backing from this and attaching it to the front of the card base. Okay, as straight as I possibly can. Yeah. Alright, now the next component is a heart. It's going right over to the edge here. About there. So that's what we have so far. And the last component is a set of rings, and I think I just want those down there like that. So because that glitter, stickle glitter, is not dry, I'm just going to grab my fine liner glue bottle here with some Scotch Quick Dry in it, and I'm just going to quickly try and apply some glue. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Alright, it's on there, and that's the card front now. Now what I think I might do to that one is add a pearl. Oops, flying everywhere. Now I got the right colour. Okay, they look a bit too light and they look a bit too dark, but I think I want the dark ones rather than the lighter ones, so let's see. Let's grab one of those and put it on. Actually, I might apply some glossy accents because they don't really tend to stick on their own accord, do they? So I might just put a dollop in there and stick it down. And that's a bit messy. I'll cut that. There we go. Bit of glue sticking on it. So let's just put, yeah, I like that one. I think that colour sort of ties in with the gold there. So there it is. Wishing you happiness today and always. It could be either an engagement card or a wedding card. Well, I guess it has to be a wedding card, doesn't it? Because they're the bride's rings, or the bride and groom. Don't know. Yes, you could do it either. Now, could add a sentiment inside or not. I think I might just add congratulations. This is a CD's stamp. As old as the hills, old as I am. Oh, that's just disgusting. I shouldn't have used it. I knew it was going to happen. I did test it out. So, okay, a way of getting around that. We will follow through with the stitched cardstock piece like we've got on the front. If I could find one cut out, we'll do that. Or I need to come back when I find one. I'll be back. Okay, I should have looked a bit further. Here's one here from Simon Says Stamp, handwritten greetings. All of these. And let's see if I can't do this, hey? That looks a bit messy. Let's just stamp it off first. Yeah, no, that's still fine. Okay. Let's see if I can't stuff this one up, eh? Try and get it straight. Beautiful. Now, not dimensionalising this one. This is going to be stuck down with my ATG, I think. Let's an ATG on this. Oops. Alright, let's see if I can stick it down straight, eh? It's on there. So we have the stitched piece inside and outside. So there's the card. Another one down. Okay. I'll be back. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Yep, just realised that I make 2 cards each time I upload a video to YouTube. So one's the tester and the other one's the one that I make that you guys watch. Well, I put the sentiment on the inside that I didn't stamp, like, because you'll see the other one, there's the stamp and there's none of the stitch, so I didn't need to put it in that one, but I did, and I hadn't put the pearl on the front. So I have 2 cards, and I now need to attach this piece to cover up my boo-boo, my shocking stamping attempt on the other one. Now, I did notice with one of them that it was pulling up at the edges, and me being me, I do not like that. So what I'm going to do is just go around the edge with a very thin bead of Scotch Quick Dry. Okay, and attach this to this one. Try and do it straight. And there we go, it's down. Alright, I'm going for real now. I'll be back. Bye, guys. Alright, I'm back again. It's just a variation. This one here I'm doing now is just a variation on the previous one, and all I've done with this one is added an embossed piece on the background. Done that, now let's just put the top piece on. I've stamped the sentiment inside. Sorry, I meant to have these taken off before I started record again. Alright, so there we go. And the last piece to add is the half-back pearl. Let's gloss the accents. Just a little bit on there. Add that. And there we go. And I think that looks so much better, more elegant, I think, with the embossed background, or first the second layer, so as opposed to that one with no embossing and that one. So let's just put the 2 there. There we go. So I've just added that extra layer there. I'll just see I think I cut that at 5 1/8 by 4, that piece, and used the embossing folder, the one that I couldn't remember the name of before. So there we go. Just I think it adds to it some elegance. So there we go. I'm gone for good now. Oh, well, I'll be back, but with a different card. Bye. I'm back again. I just couldn't let it alone. I thought that top area there was way too plain. It needed something, so what I did first was take a piece of the same coloured cardstock, run it through an embossing folder, and then with the other one, what I did was took a strip of cardstock and scored lines in it, bone folder, and then just punched out some hearts using the itty bitty heart stamp from Stampin' Up, and then I just glued them together and then dimensionalized them once again. So it's a pretty tall card. It's probably not a good one for mailing purposes, but anyway, and then just glue them on. So one of the embossed ones, that's what the hearts look like there on it, and I think that just set it off then. And that's the non-embossed card. Okay, but it's got the embossed hearts on it. So anyway, I think I am done now for sure. So I'll see you when I upload the next card video. Bye.